This is King Boe Christ, and you're now tuned in to the I Say That to Say This show.
Jesus.
Hello, beautiful people. I'm here with Samara Foxx.
Hello.
Gunsmoke The Don.
What's up, people?
And we're back. For the,
Thankfully.
we were just talking about Logic and how ain't no room for all these white rappers in it. No, I'm just kidding. No, what were you saying? I wanted to just kick things off before I felt like you were going somewhere really nice, so I didn't want to bring you too far off. Mm-hmm. But and I only brought it up because I don't know, listening back on our conversation about police brutality, I felt like we were
some cop hating motherfuckers. That's what you were.
Yeah, it seemed pretty irresponsible, I gotta say. Yeah. But you know, it is what it is. And then it got me thinking about, I don't know, like we have an interesting dynamic as far as like different cultures and backgrounds and races and all that good stuff in a nice mix. And I kind of like you guys, so it all it all kind of it all played in together. But so you were saying Logic as far as it's like you don't want him to come on the scene sad.
No, like I mean, I don't really know. I don't listen to him, so I can't make a full judgment. But what I'm saying is, you said he had a suicide song.
Yes, but it's an uplifting song.
I wouldn't be interested in hearing it because Eminem already did that, and he did it very well. I don't think anyone else is gonna do it better. The chances are slim to none. Yeah. And so, like, I like to listen to music to be like, to get a good vibe. You know, whether it's like a sexy music.
So what about Pac? You don't like Pac?
Yeah, I mean, that's on a whole other level. No, I don't think he was deep and depressing. I think that he was deep, and he, you know, like
he had songs about suicide and
Brenda having a baby and putting in a fucking dumpster.
Yeah, all that's
right.
That was the beginning of it all.
But that happened.
Yeah, that was a true story. That's where you got the inspiration from for that song.
And he most of the time he was talking about things like that were like educational, you know, like do you know what's going on? And if you don't,
but Logic is trying to drop knowledge on motherfuckers. He's trying to do the same shit.
I mean, but the thing is, Eminem already did this.
Yeah.
But why does he get bracketed with Eminem?
Because he's a white? Half-white rapper. He looks white.
Because that's what Eminem did with like the depressing.
Eminem was a little funny with it though.
Eminem is an incredible rapper and writer and artist, so I'm not trying to like minimize it. I'm saying though he did that. You're not gonna get close to what he did, so like find a different lane. It's like there's only one Aretha.
Yeah, I mean, but I think Logic has a. I didn't realize he was mixed. I didn't realize he had a black dad and a white mom, and his dad was like smoked crack or some crazy shit. Nice. And you know, and that's why I thought it was interesting that was just because I was kind of like, "Fuck you, sad for." You know what I mean? And then, no, for real. Yeah, like, look at old Dexter. You got nice glasses, motherfucker. Yeah. Like, how could you be having a bad day?
He looks like a Poindexter.
Those little fucking Chicken Little glasses, whatever he had. Right.
He wears a smock.
He should wear one. I'm saying.
He looks like he would have on a smock.
He's just see this guy's face. He's a real Poindexter.
I watched that Rapture documentary on Netflix, and they were
documentaries always get you.
This is true. They do.
Because you really go in, and then you feel like you have a connection with this person in their life.
I gotta give you that.
So like. If it's about the music, let it be about the music.
But it definitely worked. It definitely worked. But I was like, oh damn, I didn't know that about him. Like,
right, but no, if it's about the music, let it be about the music. I don't care about like your life. You know, save it for the E True Hollywood story in a year or two from now. Let your music speak for itself. If it doesn't.
But don't you want to know? Don't you want to know? Like,
no,
about these artists.
I don't.
These artists today. Yeah.
I don't really have like that much interest in like people's personal lives.
But back in the day, you did, didn't you? The artists back in the day, from the late '90s, early 2000s.
No, like when they would do like a little special. First of all,
violating the code. Podcast code. Let me find myself.
While we're recording.
Jesus Christ. Checks in the mail.
God damn it.
So I forgot what I was saying now.
That you don't give a fuck.
You don't look
Oh yeah,
at
no. So when they used to have like Once in a Blue, like MTV Cribs or like like a True Life.
Yeah.
Then it would be interesting because you really didn't know about like how they talked or what they did or like you didn't really know. So like Once in a Blue to like feel like you had that insight was exciting, but now it's too much. Like because you're never gonna really understand. It's like we talked about the Fab and Emily thing. We're never gonna really understand the dynamic of their relationship. None of us are in it. So like what do I care? And not for nothing, everyone can have a good documentary backstory.
That's not true. I've seen some shitty documentaries in my day.
I mean, not for nothing, the way that this media is set up, they will give you a crackhead mom and a crackhead dad and say you were raised in the ghetto and
just
now you're valid.
And now you good money.
Yeah,
you get a book deal?
I don't believe it.
And a book deal.
Can I get a book deal?
Me too.
If your life is shitty enough, you absolutely can.
I'm living a shit life, so.
But and I think it was the opposite for me. I kind of have to know like an artist. I kind of got to know your personal life because I want to know if I'm being lied to in your raps. You know what I'm saying? Like if I say I hear like Eminem. Imagine you found out Eminem grew up in Manhasset. Like you'd be like, word. Like damn, I feel so lied to.
I listen to Drake. I don't want to listen to that bullshit.
No, but that's why they have interviews. That's why they have an interview.
They sign anybody nowadays, man. They sign anybody.
No, they do. But what I'm saying is that like that's why they have an interview to say like, so you wrote this song.
Yeah.
Where did your inspiration come from?
Yeah.
Then you're like, oh well, I was raised.
He actually, I'm gonna tell you some crazy shit, which really got me. He pulled the card that I hate with rappers. He said if Logic, the kid with fucking little circle glasses like Sherlock Holmes, said if it wasn't for music I would be dead or in jail. And I said, alright, bro. I said, alright, bro. Yeah. Come on, bro. You gotta come on. I
don't see him hugging the block. Fucking post it up.
That's a fact. Like when he said it, I was like, alright, bro. You grew up in a fucking trailer and all.
Is this the same person as Little Dicky?
He looks like a Little Dicky. I would call him Little Dicky, but I didn't know his name was Logic.
You be stereotyping people,
just so we're clear.
He looks like I don't know, because when you're talking about this guy, it sounds like what I feel about Little Dicky. So I'm
who the fuck is Little Dicky now?
He has that
song
into Chris Brown. Freaky Friday.
Yeah. Oh, okay, yeah.
He did a song with Snoop too, like professional rapper or some shit. But see, Little Dicky kind of makes fun of himself. I don't know enough about Logic.
Yeah, but see again, Eminem did this.
Fuck Eminem.
Let's move on.
So the blueprint. So the blueprint, like the void was filled in 2000.
Yes, and he did it so well. That's the thing. Like if it was just like it happened and it was good, but his records went diamonds. What?
So you're
not gonna be better than Eminem. What you're trying to achieve is not happening. Just not.
But even
and I'm not even like a diehard Eminem fan. I just think that like when somebody's dope, they're dope.
Even as like the kid, like he's a product of an interracial relationship, and he goes into it like the black kids don't look at me like I'm black, which I looked at him like, oh, he's black. I was like, oh. I don't know him, so I wouldn't. I couldn't treat him any different, but it was a little different. Like, oh, okay. And he says like the white kids. And what won me over as I was watching it, not won me, but what got me glued to it is he was like, yeah, growing up my mom used to call me a nigger, and he said it like and I was like, that was mad aggressive, like Jesus Christ. And that's what I was like, wait, I was like, I can't believe you just said that. I was like, Netflix just greenlighted this, and that's what when I started watching, I was like, oh, I was like, okay, that all right, that changes things. So I thought it was. Just a weird, it's something new to me.
Yeah, but like my birth mom says that my birth dad is Satan. And like I'm the child of Satan.
Spawn of Satan.
Nah, but
so like
if your white mom called.
No, I get it, but like she was clearly getting the black dick.
I mean, that's what makes it worse, though. Like that, I think that's what made it crazy to me. Like I was like, wow, like that's some shit to hear your mom say that when like they were together.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I thought it was interesting. No, you're not buying it. You're not rolling with Logic.
No, I mean I don't even know what his music is. I don't want to hear a song about a suicide. Everybody has a story. Everybody been through shit.
Oh yeah.
Like
this is true.
What about DMX? You didn't look up to DMX as I mean, you're a girl, but a woman. Sorry, but I'm just saying, as a kid, I grew up looking up to DMX, Pac, and I was interested in their lives. And now these rappers nowadays, you don't give a fuck about them or what they do.
Yeah, but you were a genuine fan. like we know everything about people's lives that like I don't give a fuck. I don't have to go look for it.
It's popping up on your search feed.
All the time, and I'm like, I don't even know who that is.
Okay.
Get a life.
You think, but that's the thing. Like even like you just brought up DMX, the fact that he's, I don't know, he's about to do a year and all these tax evasions, getting arrested every other year. I really look at it like
I'm surprised he's doing a year for tax evasion.
Yeah, he got lucky. He got very
because
lucky.
of all the other dumb shit that he does.
Yeah.
You go to jail for
mostly speeding violations, mostly traffic violations.
But nobody is a drug addict.
Right, that's what I was gonna say. Rehab and all that other shit.
Yeah.
I mean, he has a long history of mess.
Isn't it?
And that's why you going to jail? I ain't mad at you.
Do you like? But it's weird to see his career like kind of fall to the fucking.
Yeah, man. He did it to himself, though. It's just
Yeah.
He didn't have the right people around him. I don't think.
Listen, some people, if they want to smoke crack, they're gonna smoke crack.
Come on.
That was crazy. No, they shouldn't.
That's what they are gonna do. Why did Whitney start smoking crack?
Because she hung around with Bobby Brown, and he was
supposedly
like,
she introduced him to that shit. He was doing coke.
I believe
she introduced him to that shit.
That makes sense.
Yeah,
Pussy will make him do some strange things.
But the music industry is like filled with drugs.
Yeah. But crack, Jesus Christ.
When you're in the studio with, we don't have to name any names, but were you surprised? Like, I'm sure you've been around.
Wow, what were they doing in the studio?
Did they do some shit? Like, have these like pre-recording rituals where you're like, what the fuck? Like, this is what you do? You're not snitching.
No,
You're in shit.
Like, I mean, some people.
No, you're not. Don't. You worried about offending your political connects. I saw your wheels turning.
No,
like,
that's not. I was just thinking, like, what. Like, I mean, everyone has, like, weird things they do. Like, I always record with my shoes off in the dark. Like, it's weird.
What?
It's strange. I have to
These
take
are
my
new
shoes off
shoes.
and I have to be in the dark.
Like, what the fuck?
I know, it's strange. But,
it makes you feel better.
I don't know. That's just, like, my space for me to be comfortable.
Yeah.
It's not crack, though, so I'm
but,
not mad.
like, I have seen people that I'm like, damn, you sip lean. Or, like, I mean, I don't say it, but in my head, I'm like.
I wanted to try it once.
Huh. It's interesting. Or, like, you want some pills?
You never wanted to try lean? You weren't curious to try it once?
No. I'm not. I don't really get curious about doing drugs.
Like, I'm saying it's definitely something I wanted. I'm not into drugs either, but I'm like,
in between.
It's like motherfucking. What is that shit?
Cough syrup.
Basically, it's strong Robitussin. That's all. Like,
pancakes.
It'll make you a little drowsy. I tried at least twice.
I don't know. I don't have like an interest, but like I've been surprised at some people, but it's like cocaine, pills, and lean. You know what I mean? Like, I've never seen anybody doing heroin and shit. Like,
I think that would assholes do heroin.
Like, shoot it?
Well, not shoot it in front of me, but I've seen that. I know them like they do it.
So I'm nodding out, and you know what time it was. You need to stop hanging out. You're hanging out on the weekends.
No, not anymore.
You brought up the GOAT, Drake.
Oh God,
and
I
wanted
Can
to
you
get
fucking
into
believe this? The GOAT.
I'm
gonna throw up in my mouth. I'm gonna regurgitate it.
Y'all not dead ass, right?
Stop it, all right? Oh, you don't like him either?
No, I do like him, but I don't know about
he gets
the
good
GOAT.
Beats.
I don't know about the GOAT.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, that's
how dare
a little much. Like Jay-Z, okay, the GOAT. But
this is why I actually hate bringing up Drake. Drake is the GOAT.
Stop it, man, because he gets good beats. Without that production,
you're not.
All right, I'm not even gonna go into why he's not the GOAT.
Do I have some Drake on here? Look at that. I ain't even got to go.
Oh, this is garbage. This is garbage.
This is actually, and that's why I bought it. That's where I bought this up. But you like this bullshit, though, right?
Yeah, but I don't care what he's really saying. I like it
because
it has that Lauryn Hill sample.
That's what she likes. It brings back good memories of the miseducation and fucking.
Yeah, I have that fucking album in my iTunes.
Pull down the podcast. But I think this is one of the first songs in a while that I actually didn't like by Drizzy, like a very long time.
Let him die, fucking.
Well, I like it.
And I think it's because, like, I don't like this.
Shout out to Lauryn Hill.
I don't even know what he's saying. Like, it didn't.
He doesn't say anything. He has a whole bunch of nothing. If he's not crying about a girl, what is he talking about?
That's because Boe is sensitive in his heart.
That's a fact.
So I think that really touches that little sensitive part.
No, but I am very emotional, but not like I'm gonna go cry in the car. But some shit. I'm just passionate about things. So how it's part of the game. Like, no, but when it's certain trigger things that Drake says that I'm like, he's been there before.
Oh, stop.
Somebody has. Whoever wrote that shit. You know what I'm saying?
So you don't even think he writes his own shit.
come on, I'm not.
Everyone has writers. It's
They
enough
have
already.
to help them. Like, yo, you should do this, or you should say that. You should.
No.
It's not like,
Everyone has writers.
No, come on. You think Tupac Shakur had a fucking ghostwriter?
No. Hell no.
Think DMX had a fucking ghostwriter?
Wait, do you think that he wrote all his own hooks?
Not the hooks. I wouldn't say the hooks.
Right.
But he came up with a lot of hooks.
So Drake sings his own hooks, right?
Which
I don't
is
think
written for him.
that someone else is writing his raps on his verses.
Somebody's writing that
I
shit.
think that somebody conceptualizes the record for him, gives him a hook. Every rapper has not written their own hooks. That's a whole different type of writing. I just feel like it's sort of like a machine.
Like, it's like, what do you call it? Manufactured. It's like on a friggin'...
I don't think it's manufactured. I think it's
manufactured music, just to pump it out there. Just garbage, studio garbage.
No.
So you don't fuck with any new rappers at all?
I fuck with Nipsey.
Nipsey ain't new.
I know, but he's
not
new,
like a relevant rapper.
Relevant? He's not a relevant rapper, Nipsey?
Yeah,
he's one of the biggest emerging rappers
You're out of line
right now.
I'm just saying, like, in white America.
Oh, white America. Okay.
No, I think they're fucking. I think white
America. He's on his way,
though. Fucking with.
He's on his way.
I know, but I'm just saying that doesn't count. That's not like a Drake.
Hold on. So
or
if
like,
something
that's
doesn't
not,
get into
he's
white
not on
America,
Billboard.
Drake had it handed. First of all, Drake was on Nickelodeon, right? So for him to talk tough on these records, no, fuck that.
That's how you set up your career. Everyone starts on Nickelodeon or Disney.
No,
My first tour was a Disney tour.
Well, I'm going on record in the rap industry. He can do pop hits. Do pop hits.
They are pop.
Don't call yourself a rapper then.
But he's
talking
rapping.
About talk with the broskies. All right, I don't want to hear that shit. All right,
yo, you're crazy.
I'm just saying, man. I'm sick of it. 10 years almost with this guy.
That's funny.
No, I mean, I'm not really that familiar with Nipsey except for like him and Laura London.
Oh yeah, I love her.
She's very beautiful. I like her a lot. Oh, my new.
So like I actually listened to, we had a debate about XXXTentacion, where I actually liked that when that song first came out. I really liked it. I was feeling it. But
I don't know. He's another like.
What about Boozy?
Lil
I don't like Uzi, but I happened to this past weekend. I listened to
Lil Uzi is good.
I listened to the XO Tour Life. That song is like how old now? A year old. But like I didn't realize he was talking about drugs. For some reason, it just. Like, I heard, like, when he was like, Zanny, keep control, I was like, wait,
what do you mean, the hook? Or just, like, the verses?
I
know the hook is talking about, like, money. Like, all my friends are dead.
No, he's talking about Xanax, bro. Like, if you really listen, I should pull that shit up.
Dead presidents. All my friends are dead.
It just caught me.
In the head.
See, there you go.
He doesn't say that, but yeah, when you listen to it, you want to shoot yourself in the head. But, good beat, though. What a waste of a good beat. Just like Drake gets good beats, it's just a waste.
So you don't fuck with nothing. You just out here listening to 90s.
So you're listening to 90s rappers, because not for nothing.
And early
Nipsey
2000s.
Came out in the 90s.
I'm listening to Nipsey.
Nipsey is still an old school rapper.
Not really.
No. He's an old school
fresh
flow.
beats. He's got he's older than these assholes.
He's been on the scene forever.
Yeah, I know.
That's like saying Graf is a new rapper because now he's visible. Graf has been in the industry for like 20 fucking years.
Oh, he's gonna be.
Don't make me say who, because I know that's your man. I don't want to offend your
never mind.
Connects.
Red?
Man? Red Man?
No, I'm dropping it.
Oh, I met Red Man. Okay.
But I guess I don't know. I guess if you guys don't fuck with, what about Cardi? Cardi's new on the scene.
I love Cardi.
You love Cardi, even though you think she has uneven titties. Got you. Copy.
Oh yeah, she has ugly titties, bad boob job, but great album. I heard some of the album. Like, wow,
not for nothing. Provided the opportunity, we all up on titties and on that ass, so I'm not hearing it.
Oh, I'd still smash.
Obviously, but. I mean, I think we'll do some surgery shaming another day. I'll wait for that. But so you're not interested in Cardi's story at all?
No.
Really?
What?
Stripper from the Bronx makes good.
Great,
okay.
I know a lot of strippers.
Yeah, but she made.
I don't have to them their story. Like, why are you doing this, girl? She's doing it to get her fucking coins. One way or another, she needs her dollars. Okay. What is she gonna? My dad raped me.
Yeah, but she found her niche.
And then now I just take off my clothes for money because I don't have self-worth. No, it's not that deep all the time.
She just wants.
Sometimes it's like, listen. I have a talent from making motherfuckers give me their bread. So guess what I'm gonna do? Make motherfuckers give me their bread.
It's always good to hear an American success story, though. Like, you come from the bottom, you make it to the top.
My man said an American success story.
That's like
it is though. It is.
You come from nothing and make it rich. Like, that's the American dream.
Okay, my mom is from the South Bronx too, and now she live in a nice house in Great Neck with no kind of debt.
But did she drop Barty though?
That's the thing. So do you care about my mother's story? No.
If her verse is fire enough, I'll be
but that's what I'm saying. My mom's just a teacher.
She could do a little documentary like, this is what I did when I grew up.
Yeah, but like no one's watching it. So like, why do
you don't know that?
Like, I don't know you on a personal level to like empathize or relate to you or feel like, wow, that's so crazy. I don't fucking know you. So like, good for you that you do what you gotta do.
Something in somebody.
But I don't care if you came from Great Neck or you came from the Bronx. It doesn't matter to me. Like, if you're doing your thing, you're doing your thing. Kudos. If I like it, I like it. I will listen to it and I will buy it. But your story isn't really like what's selling you to me, like at all. Like, and I don't really care because especially you hear all of these stories from the media. They have an angle.
Yeah. I actually want to ask you, that's a fact, Shia424 on Twitter says, Cardi B got strippers putting together demos every 15 seconds. That's a fact. Like, they really dropping snippets out here. Like, I'm like, yo, come on, man.
The strippers are gangster.
That's a fact.
But I heard that I was watching this Breakfast Club interview, which I sent you guys.
Not the critics, like mostly people around me.
And
People
she was talking about that nasty Bronx.
They won't have a job.
That's a good question.
This shit right here.
With everything going on in your career, did you ever think of not having the baby?
Pause. I thought that was a crazy question to ask. Just so
why not?
Why? That's such a normal question.
That's a normal question?
You at the top of your career and now you're about to have a baby?
For the listeners who haven't heard, Charlamagne didn't hear it because we do a terrible job of explaining things, which I got from last week. But Charlamagne asked Cartier with watch this distracting me. He asked Cardi if, with all the good things happening in her career, did she ever think about not having the baby? I thought that was crazy. You guys think that's a valid question?
That's a valid question.
And he asked her again, and she got like weird about it.
No, it wasn't planned.
Which I thought was funny, because everybody does have those nights, though. I like that she said that.
And she admitted it, like it wasn't planned.
She was like, it was one of those crazy nights. We all have one of those nights we look back on like, it's crazy.
Yeah, because
Anyway, he asked her again. She tries to avoid it.
Because she probably did think about it.
it had to be.
She's not going to say that so that her child can hear that.
You know
That's that right there. But she said it. She said like, you know, she's like, and you guys want to go watch the fucking Breakfast Club maybe you want. But she was like, yeah, you know, And I don't feel like it was a crazy question per se. If she had an abortion and he was like, yo, what made you want to have an abortion? All right, fine. But like, you still pregnant with the baby. I just thought that was a weird energy. Like, I was like, that shit is kind of, I don't know. He was kind of out of pocket for that, if you ask me. No? But
no.
You were curious. You guys wanted to know.
It is a personal question, but I mean.
But she's still, like, she just, if you announce a fucking pregnancy, and I'm like, yo, you think about having an abortion? Like, what kind of shit is that? That's really wild to me. Like, that's really crazy. And especially to ask her again.
Given the circumstances, though, this guy cheated on her multiple times. The public knows. She knows. And they haven't been together that long. So it's a normal question to ask, like, did you think about getting rid of the child because of the situation?
It's a music industry. Everybody cheats.
No, come on.
Cardi,
that
if
may have been a shot
anybody, is
question,
not
like
stupid. I can guarantee you Cardi is not stupid, thinking that it's not, that's never going to happen to her.
Well, he bought her like a $5
$5
million ring, right? Wasn't it like a $5 million ring?
Even if it was,
who cares what he
right,
bought her?
that's
He could give her this.
That's no, but she said that's the main
If
reason why
that's
she
who
stayed, because nobody else is gonna give her a ring like that. She said.
Why?
I don't know. I don't know.
And the money she making, she could buy her own damn ring.
So you would date a guy if he was rich enough?
She care about him and love him. No, I wouldn't.
No, well, like, in that situation, if you were rich... Because she says also, like, if...
Nope. If I was rich and famous, I would marry, like, the cable guy.
The cable guy?
A regular dude with a regular job, got a pension, 401k, and I could use his house benefits.
I kind of know. I'm not rolling, but it's your life, and I'm not rolling. I definitely think
there are things you have to deal with successful men.
There's things you got to deal with the cable guy. So that's why.
But that motherfucker gonna think twice before he fucks some regular bitch over me. I got the bag. I look mad good. Everybody in the world want to fuck with me. You get to fuck with me, and your regular life on a daily basis without me.
It happens
sucks.
Though. It happens. That's the game. Like that's why it's fucked up. Because the cable guy will feel like, you know what? I deserve better.
I'll get me a rich, successful baby daddy.
And then
be by myself and fuck young guys.
Hans Boogie, what up?
And have young
young what?
Young gentlemen callers, like 20.
Hey. The pool boy.
So, but at that point in your career, like if you were in Cardi's situation, you would have had a baby since we're.
She's not even 30. I feel like I don't know.
Jesus.
I don't know what I would do. I can't say. I'm not saying she's wrong. I'm just saying it's a valid question because I'm pretty sure there was pressure from a lot of different places not to have the baby.
You think even like because you've been in the music industry a long time,
from her management, from her label, from all of those like, people.
I don't know.
I would guess that it was like you can't have a baby now.
Really?
And she was probably like,
"Fuck that, I'm doing it.
I'm from the Bronx. Fuck you. I don't listen to fucking bullshit."
And then she just went for it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, what she should do, because the only person who has to live with their decisions is her. You know, like no one else is gonna have to live with the decision she makes about having a baby.
All right.
Like then she's gonna feel like she lost, like she gave up on her child for money.
True, but I think that happens. Like there's always gonna be some sacrifice with kids in anything you do. Like if you work, it's gonna
become 50 times harder for her after she have a kid.
Oh yeah.
You think so? What about
she can't be in the studio for 2 days and there's a kid.
Kid wakes up every 2 hours.
Assad Khaled is out here executive producing shit. So let's not say little little baby Barty.
Yeah, but the father is famous and successful, and the mother is famous and successful.
Nanny. That's what they're gonna do.
Yeah, but Cardi isn't raised like that.
She's a millionaire now.
Or she can leave it with a Dominican grandmother in Washington Heights.
I mean, that's more realistic.
That's what the Dominicans they dump them on the grandmother.
Fact. No, that's a fact though. Like, yeah. That's our resident Dominican speaking, just for the record. Yeah. I don't want to offend any of my political connects.
Shit.
You know what? Actually, I wanted to get into before we get totally way off the subject. When we were talking about not believing rappers and you don't care about what they do in their off life. Rapper and R&B dudes that talk about like fucking dudes girls, that's what gets me about it. Like when Trey Songz like, "Is Mr. Still your girl?"
No, he does.
That's what that shit really like pokes at me because I mean not that I know of, I never had some girl I was with give out some groupie love, but that nigga knows like, yo, if your girl is front row at a Trey Songz concert and he says, "Yo, what's up with you?" She has a decision to make. I think that's why it really bothers me. But
it depends on the type of bitch you fuck with.
Don't get me started with Trey Songz, man. That piece of shit.
I mean, not for nothing. Trey Songz have tried to make me go with him twice.
Mr. Kill Your Girl.
Once I was like, it wasn't my dude, but I was next to a dude.
And what did your dude say? Was he like?
He didn't say shit.
It's Mr. Still.
That's why he's wild pussy. We would have been on TV.
But it wasn't my dude. It wasn't my dude. It was just a dude that I know that was standing with me. Okay. So it wasn't my dude though. But he didn't say nothing because I guess he would have been like, "I ain't mad at you." But I was like, "Don't touch me."
You told him not to touch you?
Because he touched my butt.
Oh, nice.
And then he was like, "Come on," and his friend came over.
Were you like, "What are you doing?"
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
why? Because you Trey Songz,
What'd
like
you
you could just touch my butt.
Yeah, no.
I mean, yeah.
Well, a lot of women feel like that, but I personally don't.
Okay, no, that's valid.
Because I'm like,
I'm just playing around. Like that's violating. I get it. But like, if you're rich enough, it's kind of like.
They don't really care.
Yeah, you'd be alright.
No, I mean, it's not. I wasn't gonna sue him. It's Me Too, you know. Like I wasn't on that. But I was like, damn, geez, like.
Fall back.
You can't approach everyone like that. But the thing is that he does that to a lot of women, and they like, oh my god, do it again. Oh yeah, I'll come with you to the bus.
There's a I forget. I don't know if she's a dancer. I don't know exactly who she is. Leah Janelle or some shit. I don't really know who she is, but I happen to notice that Chris Brown wrote under her picture like, "What's up?" Like looking good. Oh, thanks for whatever.
Something. Famous guys sliding in regular women's DMs. Happens.
Yeah.
Oh, facts.
It was easier.
100%.
So less work.
So easy.
Right from the tour bus, like right from the airport, you could be like, "All right, who's in Akron? Hold on," and you go and do what you do. But I saw he wrote under the girl's picture like, "Yo, looking good." Like she put up like a dance video to his song or whatever happened. He wrote under her picture. She was like, "Thank you, King." And clicked on her picture, right? And my wife was looking at it also.
Shout out to At The Real Mrs. McCrimmon.
And she and I looked at, like, I was like, oh, she got a man. I was like, damn. I'm like, yo, these R&B dudes are ruthless. You know what I'm saying? Click on the dude's page. His story was like solo dolo, and I was like, I was like, I wonder if, you know, some little thing happened there. Because imagine Chris Brown, right? Like, what's the chances of that, first of all, right? But if Chris Brown writes under your girl's pictures,
What you gonna do? Get mad?
I mean,
nah,
you
but
don't like
look,
when they do it to Caruso.
If
man.
Halle
that's
Berry,
why it's fucked up. Like, that's why.
if Halle Berry slid in your DM,
Shit.
you know, like, shit. Listen,
Shit.
if it's my man, I'm gonna be a little bit salty, but I'm gonna be like,
You
my
ain't gonna
man
know.
fucked Halle Berry.
You're a liar. I do not believe you. I'm definitely
because
not
no
rolling.
matter what,
I'm not
what,
rolling.
they gonna do it. So either I just take that and wear
That's
it
what
with
Khloe
pride.
did. Khloe Kardashian, she took back Tristan Thompson as soon as the shit was released that he cheated on her. She already forgave him because they just had a baby.
Oh, that's a whole other situation.
I don't really know much about that.
And he just slept with a regular average chick that looked like her.
No, she doesn't look like
That's
her.
what I heard. That's what I read. Like a lookalike.
No, she does not look like
Or a
her at
knockoff.
all.
No? Yeah. I'm about to say that's probably an ugly broad. If
She's
she,
from the Boogie Down Bronx. She's
I,
a New Yorker.
I
Black hair.
I saw her. I saw like a picture of her, and she didn't. I mean, I didn't.
No?
It wasn't like, it was like that TMZ
Yeah,
like
yeah.
actual fucking camera footage. So I didn't really pay attention.
But
But
Khloe, listen, I love the Kardashians, okay?
I think
But
the Kardashians are whack. But that's another story
Jesus.
for another day.
Khloe still doesn't look amazing.
Still
Doesn't?
does not.
Her body is dope now.
Yeah, well, that face, you're never going to
But the
fix that
face
face.
situation
That's OJ's
is not
daughter.
the
What are you
greatest
gonna do?
thing.
OJ's daughter? You can't
So
fix
just
that.
keeping it real, and I love me some Coco, and I think she's very funny, and I think she
Yeah.
has a good heart, and all of these great things about her. Blah blah blah. That's not what
Coco.
you want to hear
That's
anyway.
mad funny.
The point is that situation, the facial situation. You're not,
There's
you know,
no-
all the way there. So like,
Are you saying Khloe Kardashian is trash?
no, I'm not saying
She was
she's
always
trash. Her body is on point, but her face,
I'd fuck her, you know, but
But she's trash.
she's not as hot as the other ones.
from the back.
Damn. So see, I don't know much about.
I would,
like,
if I was gonna
the
fuck Khloe,
Kardashians.
I'd fuck her from the back. I would definitely not
Yeah.
look at her face.
Wait, I gotta Google Khloe Kardashian, and then while
Oh
I'm
my
doing
God.
this, wait, did I,
She's okay.
is
you
it
know?
Khloe? Did I?
Yeah.
Khloe.
I also want to say that even my wife, a couple of people in the listeners Googled that video because they heard us talking. Like, they looked up that video and they were like, yo, bro, like, you should have warned us. And I'm like, we didn't describe that shit
About
for you
what?
good enough. The fucking Facebook video.
What?
Yeah, exactly. People.
What?
How much more descriptive could I be that it was leaking like?
I felt like we conveyed, I guess, that
Yeah.
shit was very graphic and
Oh,
crazy.
that video,
Yeah,
that
but a
shot.
couple people were like, yo, Google that video, that shit was crazy. And my wife was like, yo, I looked up that video. I was like, why? I was like, you didn't hear what we... She was like, I don't know. And I was
She was
like, okay.
curious.
So now I want to be crystal clear. Khloe Jenner. I don't even know what I'm typing. Who are
Khloe
these
Jenner.
people? And I know the Kardashians, but I
Khloe
just did some
Simpson,
bonehead
you know.
shit. Oh, yeah, no, I know. I don't know.
She's not as hot as the other one. She got a lot of competition to deal with. You know?
See,
It's
this
not
is the
fair.
shit with this. I don't even know who I'm looking at. Like, I don't even know who that
See,
is.
like you can't go to these ones.
That's
that
what I
are
was.
like,
That's where I was just going with it. Like, that shit is mad Instagram filters, makeup.
Like, even if you look at
the
this,
lighting,
right?
like, who
Let's
is that
even look
person?
at this. And this is like still, you know, like a photoshopped. What the
It's
fuck?
all Photoshop.
No, Khloe.
She worked hard to lose a lot of weight, though. I mean, she did
Her body
some,
is amazing.
yeah.
But then, like, the fillers and the lips and then the
That's
nose,
what
and then
I
she's
mean.
like
Yeah.
this.
So I don't want to talk
And
about
then-
babies because I think that's fucked up and I don't want to go there.
I talk about
But I'll go
people's
there a
kids.
little
I
bit.
talk about their mothers.
That's
I don't
fucked up.
give
You
a
don't talk
fuck.
about somebody's
up.
kids.
I sure do.
No, wait, but listen, but
No wonder people threatening to kill you. Talking about people's
Nobody
kids.
threatens to kill me. Everybody likes me, but I just keep it a buck. If I don't like you, I don't like your kids either.
That's
you a cold motherfucker.
Yeah.
Seriously.
What do I care about a kid you push out your vagina? What
But
do that have
that's
to do with
fucked
me?
But listen, before we even take this off the rails, I think it's crazy that like we Google these people and we don't even know what they look like, and then they have kids. Like, I really wonder, like, when you show your kids like the baby pictures or your baby pictures, like, I wonder other kids gonna be like, damn, my mom don't look anything anything like she used to. You know what I'm saying? It's not like like over the course of like 5 years, I'm looking at a whole fucking other person.
Oh yeah.
So I think the shit with, like all these surgeries is. I'm not saying your kids are gonna come out ugly. I don't mean it that way, but like your kids aren't gonna have mad Instagram filters off the rip. And I think the age, and maybe this is just going off on a whim here, but I think the age for like surgeries is gonna get lower and lower and lower. Like
it already is. Zolciak.
Really? I don't know who that is.
She was on Atlanta Housewives. She's married to Croy Bierman.
Who the fuck are these?
Who was a
coin runner? What up?
He was a he's a football player, but she has the tardy for the party song.
Tardy for the
Man,
party.
you really lost me.
Yeah, whatever. Anyway, this
Got the tartar sauce with the fucking
bitch
fish.
is filled with fillers. Has had 1 million surgeries.
Yeah.
Oh, recently Marlon Wayans said something on social media like, we are not doing a reboot of White Chicks about her. Yeah, that's her.
I do know who that is. Okay.
Yeah.
Does she have a young daughter?
She has a daughter who's like, what I know on the show when I watch it, she was like gonna go to college, so she had to be like 17, 18, and she was like, well, why don't I have like lips like you, and like why doesn't my face look like you, like why are your lips so big and I don't have any. And then her older daughter, maybe the younger daughter was maybe like 16, but then the older daughter, she has fillers all in the face. She looks completely different from even now she did like a year ago. You could tell her whole face is filled with injectables.
I think that's crazy.
I think that, like, I'm a firm believer, if there's something wrong with you, something you don't like, then you should fix it.
Yeah.
You know, like if
but
you
don't take it too far. These women take it way
But
too far.
I mean, at 18, how the fuck do you know
18,
if you
yeah.
like
That's
yourself or
Kylie
not?
Jenner's getting those injections in her lips since like
100%.
17.
That's
Like you're
exactly
trying
right.
to, like, women who are 30
Yeah.
they're on a whole other wave than you at 18. Like, be 18.
That's what
like,
I mean.
keep
You're not even
those
letting
little
your
titties.
body develop yet. Like, you're getting surgery at fucking 20, 22, 23. Like, you're not even who you are
these
yet.
young women still reading like these magazines, Cosmopolitan, all that bullshit?
No,
Teen
worse.
Vogue?
They write on Instagram right here. They ain't even got to
it's
go
the
to the
Instagram that's
they
making
ain't
them
even
do that
got to go
shit.
to the magazine.
Back in the day, they were reading the
Because they
magazines.
see the Kardashians and they're... But what they don't understand is, like, they are getting fillers in their face because they have wrinkles.
Oh,
like, their job and the way they make money is to look good. That's what their job is. They don't have another job. What are they? They're not, saving hearts and shit. That's what their job is their looks. But these girls, like, that's what they're aspiring to be. So they're like, oh, I want lips like that, or they don't even have enough time to have an insecurity about it. Like, they just want to do it because their favorite celebrities are doing it, not realizing, like, those people are 15 to 20 years older than you.
Yeah.
Sometimes more. Like, if you're 17 years old and you're looking at...
No, but Kylie's doing it at 17 and showing all these young girls, like, oh, look at my lip.
That's exactly what...
But that's on another wave. I mean, she was
definitely got an ass
grown
done,
before she was grown.
Did you know, like, when you were young, that you wanted to be, like, a singer? Or did you want to be famous? Or
I wanted to be a veterinarian.
Okay.
I just loved animals.
Yeah.
And then I just, like, someone called me, like, oh, this guy who owns the barn that I keep my horse at, like, he manages a girl group and they need a new singer. Like, will you come audition? And I was like, okay. I was 13.
So now that's why I asked. Did you feel like, oh shit, I'm not ready, or did you?
No, I didn't trip about it. I didn't really care because I was like, I never really, like, I was in the 5th grade play. I was in the chorus, and I was the best one.
And you thought it was like, alright,
but
same,
I was just like, I don't know, like, this is cool, whatever.
Okay.
And then, like, I just went, and then, like, it was like when I got to his house, he lived in like a $4 million mansion in Laurel Hollow, like a huge. And I was like, oh, my mom was like, Samara, this is it. And I was like, okay. But I was fortunate. I was like surrounded. Like, he was like a really cool dude, and like I was in a girl group.
What if he wanted you to change things? Well, you were
no,
so
I mean
young.
I did. Like, so I was like. By the time I was like 14, like, we would have like regular weigh-ins. We would have we took like prescription diet pills.
Really? Wow.
I think almost every one of us who were in the group ended up with an eating disorder.
Oh, nice.
Wow.
Like, that was the first time I started like highlighting my hair blonde. I mean, my hair was blonde when I was young, but then
Right.
I had it like just done with color, but then like I put bleach in my hair, or like they would put all this makeup on me like for photo shoots or appearances or whatever it was, and like I never really wore makeup before. I was like a lip gloss and a mascara maybe.
So you
like,
felt like, all right, shit,
it
I gotta
was
make the
different,
change.
yeah.
So
like,
you think now? See, now it used to be that with makeup, mascara, diet pills. Do you think now that? Do you think now it's gonna be like surgeries? Like, all right, change this forever.
oh yeah,
It's happening immediately.
yeah,
That's crazy.
definitely.
That's crazy. So what about
Because
you?
it's so
Gunsmoke?
easily accessible. It's not even expensive anymore. So it's like you could go get a tummy tuck for $6,000 in Miami.
Yeah.
Which like before, it was like $20,000-$30,000.
Yeah.
Like even when I got my tummy tuck in 2010, that shit was like $10,000 just for the surgeon, and then like
Jesus.
another $3,000 for the anesthesiologist, and another $3,000 for the private facility. That shit was bread. Now I'm like, damn, these bitches is gonna tell me that I got
Fucking
gypped.
Major discounts. So you mentioned something before, like these women now going too far. What do
Yeah.
you think? Like, what do you classify as too far?
I mean, their faces look plastic. I mean, they're all like puffed up.
Tip,
And
are you here?
their eyes don't move anymore, and freaking the lips don't move, and it's not even sexy anymore. I mean, Kylie looks good with it, but some of these women just take it way too far. And then the butt injections too. They go to hotel rooms and get these butt injections.
Well, they don't really do that anymore because now fat transfers are so affordable.
Yeah.
So they don't even do that. They just go to Dr. Miami for $8,000, $7,000, but then they end up spending the whole bag because they're like, oh, I could get this too. Oh, maybe I should get my boobs. Oh, maybe I should get this. Okay, you know, suck a little fat out of my toe.
And I used to didn't care about the. It's like, if you got your ass done, you got your ass done. It was
Yeah.
like, but I think now it's like, no, I don't even know who am I looking at now. Like, I think that shit is weird to. You know what? Like, imagine I was like, you know what? I don't gotta go to the gym. I'm gonna just put big ass biceps in, get my pecs done. Like,
Why not? Fuck it. If
What do you
can
mean?
afford it.
Guys go to fucking DR and get liposuction on their whole stomach and
I
abdomen.
need some. I'll do it.
And then get their abs etched out.
If I had the money, I'd do it.
This happens.
I didn't know that. Like,
Listen,
that's
everything.
Guys get
But I
facelifts
mean,
too.
let me just say, I could give a fuck if you go to the gym every day and work out for your body, or if you just bought the shit. Because not for nothing, I'm still looking at the same beefy, juicy man.
You think so?
Yeah, I mean that's how I feel personally. I wouldn't care.
I think that shit is crazy. Like, I really think that's crazy. And I think, like I said, I would totally go have my waves restored, right?
Yeah.
That's like,
I said
does
I'm
that even
for it.
count? But I couldn't imagine, like, men going to get their six packs done. Like, what's going on in America?
That is so real.
People are self-conscious about their looks, man. They're always raised to feel like nothing's good enough.
So vain.
Okay,
You know?
that makes sense. I think that's trash, though. Like, I really think that's like, we've gone too far. If the men are even like, for what, for Instagram, like niggas don't even be models anymore. Like the women that get their ass done work at IHOP. Like it's fucked. Like, what are you doing this shit for? No, dead ass though. Like what are
Yeah,
what are we in
but
it
you
for?
have to
Some do it for their
understand there's a
husbands,
lot
their
of
boyfriends.
pressure on women to be like these other women that you guys lust over.
On Instagram.
But then they don't want to be lusted over because when you catcall them or you try to approach them and say hello.
No, if you approach a woman in a nice way and say, hello, how
what
are
nice
you?
ways did it do?
No, it's
Good
no
morning,
nice
sweetheart.
way.
They walk
No,
right on
not
by.
sweetheart. I'm not your sweetheart.
You see?
Hello.
What are you supposed to do, man?
No,
hello.
not sweet-
And then they're like,
hello.
oh, that's all you got? Hello?
No.
Yes.
No, they just don't like you.
Yeah, I know they don't like me.
Damn. Wait,
I
so
mean,
maybe
we can work on your
Not that I do that.
I'm an
I don't
excellent
approach
wingman.
women like
So
that.
I'm a
you-
good wingman.
If you like, would you get surgeries?
Of
to-
course.
You
I get rid
really?
of all this shit. Yeah.
Really?
The hair surgery, the hair removal surgery, the fucking.
Wow.
Yeah, like I got laser hair removal surgery on my
Yeah.
whole freaking body.
Get on my back,
And
my
it was
arms.
painful, but I don't give a fuck. I would never take it
yeah.
back.
When you got your tummy tuck, was that strictly for like, what do they call that? Cosmetic purposes? Where you?
Yeah,
guess
because
they're
I
only for
lost
that,
100
right?
pounds, so
Okay.
I had like all this loose skin, like as if I had fucking twins, and I never had a baby.
So you were like, all right.
So I was like,
Okay.
like I'm trying to enjoy this summertime fine body.
Okay, gotcha.
So I was like,
You know
chop and
what?
screw me up.
The crazy shit is, this shit is bad now. Pause. But when men start getting dick surgeries,
They already have
They have 'em.
penile implants.
That's it.
Paul
Cancel the
Castellano,
fucking podcast.
the
This
boss
is
of
over.
the
This is
Gambino
over.
family, did it. He said it goes up like a gooseneck lamp. Back in the 80s when you had the pump.
what this is?
But
it's over. The world is over. There's no point in me doing this podcast.
As a woman, I'm
men
okay
are getting
with
dick
it.
surgeries. It's over.
Yeah.
As a woman, I'm okay with it because let me tell you something. If I don't like something about myself and it bothers me on a daily basis, I'm going to the doctor. I'm going to get the shit fixed.
Shit.
Period. I don't care. And if you don't feel like you got to keep up with me too, to a certain extent, then, you know, I'm not going to tell you I'm just going to go to the doctor and get the shit fixed. But you should go to the gym every day and eat right and do this and do that. Listen, I got a great surgeon. Maybe he'll give us a little special 2 for 1.
Okay.
What do I care? And what do I care how you got your dick? If your dick is a good dick, if you got a good dick, then you know what? Shit.
So what
I
if
might
it's
recommend it to some of my exes. Like, listen, you suffering.
Right here. I got a dick blueprint for you. This may help things out. That's fucking crazy.
I'm gonna save your life right now.
That's fucking crazy. We're gonna be fucking avatars with just a motherfucking
vibrating glow in the dark
8
dick.
fucking 20-inch dick walking hanging around paws. Because this is crazy.
I'll
what
get
the
that
fuck
surgery.
The world is crazy. That's what I'm saying. So now this is my question. So now if I don't even know how to even this shit is crazy to me. So if you walking around with a motherfucking Louisville Slugger dick, like
but nobody wants a Louisville Slugger.
What you think? Where do you think it's gonna go from there? If you go have a dick put in,
but women don't. First of all,
that's all you women talk about.
No, it's not.
Girl, his dick was so big. The other guy was 7 inches, 7.5 on a good day. He told me don't make it a bad day, make it a good day.
No.
His name was Gunsmoke.
No. Nobody wants somebody's.
Yeah. No, I'm not letting that go. I've
been saying that shit for years.
Nobody wants to have somebody with some type of Godzilla penis fucking up their walls.
Penis, I like that.
But where do you think it's gonna go? Like if
then guess what? They gonna get those things, and they're not gonna get no pussy because they're gonna be no, listen,
women are gonna start trying to get bigger pussies.
Is not meant for.
Women are not gonna be like, no, shrink the dicks. No, it's not gonna happen. Women are gonna be like, you know what? I think I want my pussy extended. I think that it's
extended pussy. They do have. You know, I was looking this up the other day. Actually, the vaginal rejuvenation.
I know about that.
And I was wondering if I get my vagina rejuvenated, does it take off all the mileage? Is it like, clean slate?
No. Not restarting that.
I feel like that.
No,
I feel like it is.
I can't co-sign that.
I feel like it is.
So what is that shit called? What's the regular shit called? What do they have now? Not the labioplasty? What's that shit called?
But that's like when you need new vagina lips. Like, I don't need new vagina lips. So
I'm saying, but like even with that,
I don't really need it. Let's be clear. I don't really need anything. I didn't really know what it did, so I was looking it up.
All right.
To find
you ain't
out.
Gotta, just let it roll. Because now it's suspicious. Now I want to know how you got it.
You have a new vagina, a rejuvenated vagina.
Your mileage starts over.
It has to, because like if I fucked you yesterday and I got a vagina rejuvenation today, you ain't fucked this same pussy. It's rejuvenated, bitch.
Jesus. I don't know about that.
It's true.
Yo, I can't even what am I going to say? She's wrong? Like, I feel like you got a case. I kind of feel like you got a case.
Saying it's different now, it's enhanced.
But I got, you rolling? Are you rolling?
Can't argue with it.
That's what I'm saying. Damn, I'm in a position where I'm like.
I might feel like a brand new vagina. That new car smells. I like that new car smell.
That's what I'm saying. You know, like, if I'm going to get married, I'm getting a vagina rejuvenation right before my wedding.
Yo, that's
so that then when we have sex after we're married, it's a whole new vagina experience. It's enhanced. Like, whoa.
Yo, that's this. I think you might be onto something. I'm glad we had this talk because I think you know what, you might have to it might be a requirement. It might be like, oh, you didn't have the rejuvenation.
Right. I gave you that ring. You can't give me a used vagina. At least have it refurbished.
Yeah, facts. Like, what am I gonna do with that pussy? What is this? I can't believe she's giving
someone else knows what it feels like in those walls. So
I think you might
gotta rejuvenate that bitch so that it's like a new. Nobody else felt it like that.
I'm rolling with that.
That was my train of thought. Because you know what? There's like two people in my history that I'm like, if I could take that back,
you take it back?
I would really take it back.
You can never take it back.
But then I'm like, how do I get rid of this? What do I do? You can't get a new vagina.
You know what's
so
crazy?
then
though?
it's like, but if
I
I rejuvenate it, you don't know what this experience is like.
There was
no
actually
more.
a vagina surgery where the woman got a new vagina from a cadaver or something like that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to go that far. I mean, I don't want a dead person's
What do you think
vagina.
about nipple augmentations? I read actually yesterday that,
What is that?
Women are getting what's her name, Kendall?
They want to have
Kendall
like pointy
Kardashian?
nipples so they don't ever have to
Yeah.
wear a bra. But you could just get your nipples pierced.
This
And
is
if they do it
what?
right.
Kendall Jenner walks around like that, so a lot of girls want to do that now. They're going for that surgery, they say. I read it.
That's the
yesterday.
crazy.
Wait, but I don't
that's
think
some
she
shit.
did it.
She walks around. They showed a picture of her like a nickname.
Yeah, but
or something.
she's like this skinny.
Yeah, exactly.
And
She has, like, a
has
little A
no
cup.
boobs.
Yeah, she got a
so
little A
like,
cup.
I mean, when I was a kid, I would only wear, and I was a late bloomer, so I didn't really get boobs until I was older. But if when I was young, and I had like an A cup, I only wore like a little sports bra or no bra. I still don't wear a bra a lot of the time because I don't give a fuck.
So like, I don't know. I'm still on this new vagina thing. So like, I'm like, hold on now.
That's what I'm saying. I don't want my husband to have the same experience as
What if he tells you it feels the same? What are you gonna do then? You're gonna feel ripped off.
If he's my husband, he's
It
not
might
gonna
be a
tell me
mental
it feels
thing.
the
It might
same.
even really be like a.
If
that's
it's my
why I'm
husband, even if it feels the same, he's gonna be like, "This is the best pussy I ever had, baby,"
Oh,
and
Jesus.
so that he get it every day.
He's probably the one who
3
paid for it
times
too.
a
Like, this fucking guy ripped me off, man. Let's go
calling
back to
your
that.
insurance company and complaining this shit ain't the same.
Call
That's
the
crazy.
doctor. Like, what the fuck you do to my wife? Anyway.
Unbelievable, man. So like, I don't know.
I'm just keeping it real.
Where do we?
When
like,
I get
what do you?
engaged, I'm getting.
What
vaginal
about it?
rejuvenation.
Like when the robots take over? Because first it was the
Oh,
sex
yeah.
toys, right? Like I think we got here
I
from.
can't wait for that shit.
Remember the sex robots? You see that shit? Like it was like an actual ass.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, that looks like a. Nah, it doesn't. Obviously. But that I'm like, I can see where this is going. Like it's a
Yeah.
fucking doll. I get that. But soon that shit is gonna feel like flesh.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's
Gonna
gonna
warm up.
right. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly. Like soon
It's gonna talk,
you might have
gonna
to.
moan.
So I can't
Yeah,
speak
yeah, exactly.
on like
That's-
a man's behalf.
Okay.
But I just say, like, for me, I don't have an interest in like
Dildo.
having. Like I don't use sex toys like unless it's like with a person.
Okay.
And like I don't have any interest in having sex with like a thing. Like it's like this.
Those
like,
machines.
I'm not gonna lie, I bought a pocket pussy from AdamandEve.com. Yo, I could not stop hilariously laughing every time I came and busted a nut in this thing. I used it twice, and I couldn't stop laughing. Coming and laughing, just coming and laughing.
You know,
It
I
was too
gotta
much.
say, Adam and Eve has this
Yeah.
clitoral stimulation gel.
Oh,
It
I
could
want to
work.
get it.
Yo, you know it's crazy.
Pocket
The
pussy
pocket
is
pussy
good.
is hilarious.
yeah.
Right.
My
So-
grandfather found it behind the bed when we renovated my room. He said, "What's that?" I'm like, "Oh, one of Romeo's toys, my son." So I threw it in the trash.
Yo, that's
One
hilarious.
of you blamed the pocket pussy
Yo,
on
desperate
your
times calls
son.
for desperate measures, my G.
Your son.
It looked like a toy. It looked like a
seemed
rubber
like
toy.
Your son was using the pocket pussy. That's a.
I don't think he
Nah,
knew it was
you
a
a real
pocket
one.
pussy though,
You're a real one. Nah,
because it was shaped like a tube. You
desperate
know?
times call for desperate measures. I'm telling you. So what made you feel like you needed to get the
Yeah,
pocket
see,
pussy?
that's
Were
what
you
I'm saying.
oh.
Like a clitoral
'Cause
stimulation
I was
on a
gel,
dry
or maybe like
spell,
a
you know?
clit
Okay.
vibrator,
And you were
but
like, yo,
not.
fuck it,
I was
I'm
in the
doing it.
desert. I was like, "Yo, fuck, man, it's a dry spell. I need to,
I need to
see what it's about."
jerking
you know?
off his trash
And they had a
after 30
sale.
years.
Yeah.
Like who does that
And they had
anymore?
a sale.
They had a sale,
They always
so I was
have a
like,
sale, 30% off.
That was like a Christmas, New Year's Eve sale. So I was like, "This is years ago, though, not recently."
Yeah. I mean, I found the pocket pussy like 2 years ago, and I was gonna
Yeah.
buy it for a friend who wasn't getting any pussy for a while.
Yeah.
You know, as a joke, but it was kind of a joke. But I was like, I might really use that shit. So
Why not?
I didn't want to make it
understand
weird, and
that.
I wound up never getting it.
Aw.
But
You
so when
ended
you
up
bought
using
it,
it.
were you like, oh shit?
I was
alright.
excited, you know, but I couldn't stop laughing. I couldn't stop laughing.
So if you had like 50, well, I don't know, say
I
that
think-
$5,000. If you had $5,000, you would have bought the actual.
Oh
toy.
yeah, I'll fuck the shit out of that goddamn right up the ass.
I'm fucking that thing. That thing's
That's
gonna
so
be
crazy.
filled
Like I
with
have
fucking
no desire
loads of
to
cum.
have sex
Yo,
with something that's not a human. Like
Yeah.
that, like
Yeah,
you
it's
can
funny
like
'cause I know you're dead
interact
ass,
with.
but
That like
it's always fun to
you
try
know
it
your
somewhere, it's
bodies
fun.
get sweaty, and then it's like you feel a
Well, ain't
heartbeat
nothing
on
like the
you,
real
Nah, but-
thing.
and
Right,
then
right,
it's
facts,
like
facts.
you know like.
But how do you? But this is.
So and for me, like you know, you gotta pull my hair, choke me, you know,
Oh,
it has to be
Jesus.
like a little bit exciting. So like, what the fuck is a toy going to do for me? And I'm not letting a toy choke me or pull my hair because those motherfuckers, that shit might not let go.
It might have a squeeze setting. You might could just be like, oh,
Take that,
right there, perfect. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, until the
like
bitch malfunctions and like rips my fucking tracks out, and then I stop breathing.
That's role play. It's role play, but you just don't know when it's coming.
That will happen one day in the future. Somebody will die.
That is not the right amount of pressure.
That
in the future, maybe 100 years from now, but
that shit's gonna be on YouTube. That we talked about this in 2018. The first time one of them shits go rogue and choke the shit out of a sex partner. And I said,
I'm not interested. I guess also though, I'm never like hard up for a piece of dick if I really wanted it. There's a lot of people that I could call for women, but for men it's different because women come along with a whole lot of bullshit.
Gunsmoke. We'll be here for a while.
No, I'm just saying.
Go ahead.
Women come with a whole lot of bullshit, so you don't want to deal with the bullshit. You just want to fuck.
Yeah.
You really can't call up a bitch, a woman, and say like, "Hey, can I get some pussy?"
Yes,
and they're gonna be like, "What?"
Yo, what world do you live in? Dead ass. It's men out here that have women like on a string, like running around, like yo. If that phone rings, I'm stopping to get him some Popeyes.
I'm leaving the kids at home by themselves.
Facts. No, leaving the kids by themselves. That's a fucking fact. Like, what are you out here talking about?
I mean, I don't.
I'll let you get your shit off.
No, you know what? No, I'm lying. Like, but they fuck with the dude. You know what I mean? So if I fuck with you and you call me like, yo, can you come give me a little something? I'm gonna be like, okay, I'll be there in a half hour.
Okay.
Yes,
right.
but I'm saying when you're not in that type of a situation,
then it's not rolling. So that's why you're not rolling. They're not
gonna be like, oh, you ain't even take me out. You ain't even get me McDonald's.
That's why I think these sex toys are gonna be a big thing because of shit like that. Like that shit's gonna come in the mail and sit there in the corner until you be like, yo, whatever. I wonder what you think the name's gonna be. We got Siri, we got Alexa. I gotta feel that. Tramp. But whatever. But you could probably name it whatever you want.
Yeah, you can name it whatever you want. Some people like an exotic name. Some people like the girl next door. You know.
Sorry, I don't know that.
Fuck you.
See, Alexa's like Alexa's not sucking.
I don't know that word
right now. But like so when you get this thing. Right? And then you call your girl like, yo, what you doing? She like, damn, every time you call me is for some pussy. You don't even want to take me out. And this is the bull. You're like, boop, boop, boop. Hello? And he's going to grab the sex toy, and I think it's just going to make the shit even worse.
The bitch is going to give you a BJ.
And she's never going to fucking...
You can...
Anal.
Yeah.
Yo, no bullshit.
All type of shit.
I heard about
Getting excited.
The actual, like maybe February around then? Or like late January?
Yeah, but you know what I saw? This is really upsetting. In one of the Asian countries, I don't know which one it is, they're making the sex toys look like young girls, like children.
Oh, that's dark. Come on, my G.
I know, I'm just saying, this is the problem with it.
We were having so much fun.
I'm sorry, but I'm just saying, this is really the downside.
Yeah, I'm not touching that one.
That's really the downside of making it so accessible. Now, but then there might be less instances of pedophiles harming actual children.
No, because you know what? Just like you said, and I don't want to go down this road because it's a slippery slope. Right, exactly. Like I think where that could fucking go very wrong is if a motherfucker always wanted to try some creepy shit. He got the little toy, and then that led to. Like, if you start with the pocket pussy...
Well, y'all over here encouraging the motherfucking toys, and he's going to take his last $5,000 and buy one so he could get his dick sucked and he can be
very clear. My man Gunsmoke The Don is a sicko. But that was the last shit I was thinking about is where the society was going to take
I literally just took this. I saw this video yesterday, I swear to God, because someone was investigating it, and he started crying, like in the factory, and was like, this is so sick.
Now the listeners are in their car at 7 o'clock in the morning thinking about pedophilia. Yeah. Thank you, Samara.
You're welcome. I'm here to protect the world.
Jesus fucking Christ. No, for real though. But I said like in January, and you know what? We can actually talk about Bill Cosby after this. I want to get into Bill Cosby.
Leave Bill alone.
But no, we'll get into that. That's where maybe we could
Bill Cosby.
Yeah, leave Bill alone.
Why are we talking about him?
No, we'll get into that. You took it
anyway.
dark, so I just thought about it. But anyway,
these are the things that are going on, and I'm worried about Cardi B's upbringing. She's doing just well for herself.
Yo, that's funny. But I said in January when I first saw those things, I was like, yo, I would never fuck a sex robot. Like, I was like, no way, not a chance. I'm not even kidding. Like, earlier this month, I was just like, I saw that shit and I was like, you know, it's the same as like jerking off, kind of. Like, but then I was like, I was like, yo, what is it
try
coming
it out
to?
Just once.
That's why I really thought about it.
Why don't you just put forth the effort towards getting a real woman?
No, this is the thing.
Stop with the laziness.
No. This is the thing. I have in-house vagina.
Yes.
Right? So
because you
but
put forth the effort and you got married.
Hot and cold.
no, that's what I'm
So
saying.
now you have
that's in the
in-house
contract.
vagina.
Right, that's in the contract.
Pussy
But with
I
all
think
that being
it's
said,
illegal.
what?
What?
Is that? I wonder if that's
illegal
cheating. I
to
should call my wife.
No, I think it's illegal to not, like, to a certain extent, not, it's at very least grounds for a divorce.
Yeah.
To, if you
Damn,
don't
what
give
they
your
call them
husband the
shits?
pussy.
Yeah, that is
Irreparable
grounds for
differences.
divorce, yeah.
Yeah, reconcile differences.
Yeah, there you go.
Consummated the
Reconcile,
marriage.
whatever the fuck it is. Yo, but see, that's the thing. But that's what I'm saying. So say, obviously I have in-house pussy, but it's just like, oh yeah, I said vagina because we're talking about my wife. But I said like, if that shit is like, if she got me one, like, or say Gunsmoke The Don, she wouldn't buy me one. But you bought like, yo, this shit is hilarious, haha. Like you bought me one.
Yeah.
If it was sitting in the house long enough, I might be like,
I would throw it out.
You gotta plug it right in the wall. You're gonna fuck that thing.
I would throw
Let
it
it
out.
warm up. Pour that fucking jello.
that sounds mad creepy, but it's just
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, but I mean, they have like pussies you could fuck, assholes
no, a
you
pocket
could fuck.
pocket pussy is kind
It
of.
wasn't as great as I
Now
thought it would be.
you
No,
I
that's
don't
what I'm
feel
saying.
like
A
the real
pocket
thing.
pussy is kind of like, that's
Yeah.
mad weird. Like, it's like
Yeah.
shake weight.
It's
That's
just
crazy.
funny.
No,
But I think
there's like, I went to the sex shop with my friend Nay. Shout out to Nay.
Oh my God.
And literally there was like like it was like this big, and it's a vagina or an ass.
That's too big for me. Oh, the ass.
Oh,
But
and
it was like the hip.
Yeah, I want that. I want
It
that.
was like
okay,
the
okay.
hips
You
to
get on
the
top of that
belly
shit.
button,
Yeah.
and then it was a freaking vagina, or there
Yeah.
was an ass that was like an ass.
I want that one too.
And then like you can fuck it in the ass.
I'll buy it in black.
And then there are, I mean, whatever floats your boat. And then there's a woman's face that you fuck her face.
Oh, nice. I want that one too.
Oh, I did see
skull
that shit.
fucking?
I
I want a
saw
skull
that
fuck.
shit. I saw that shit.
I mean, you should
actually.
just do it in real life.
I've done it before, but I haven't done it in the past few years, so it's not as easy
You
nowadays.
gotta put forth the effort to finding a
It's
real
too much. I gotta lose
woman.
weight. I gotta fucking do all this other shit. I
Let
gotta
me
save up
tell
money.
you, I know a lot of really fat men who have bad
But they got the
women.
money.
No, they
Nah,
don't
not
all
always,
have
not
money.
always,
That's
not
not
always.
true. You know
Bullshit.
what it
Not
is?
always.
And they
They're
go to
nice.
fucking Bahamas. I'm nice
They're
too.
kind.
I'm kind.
They are
Nah,
gentlemen.
that doesn't get you
They
the
go
pussy,
above
gentlemen.
and
No,
beyond.
it doesn't work.
And when they
not
get
rolling.
the opportunity to slay the pussy, they do.
I'm
Stop
not
it,
rolling.
right? Stop
I'm
with the
just
slang.
saying
No
that-
slang.
I'm not rolling.
I got
You'll
10
be,
minutes,
You'll be
alright?
in the You'll be in the fucking the friend zone for 8 summers,
Yeah.
fucking around trying to be a gentleman and.
Ain't nobody
No,
trying to fuck for no
that's the
45
way to my
55
heart.
minutes.
I'll
That's
tell you
crazy.
that.
Yeah, I'm not even.
It's too much pressure.
You're not dead ass.
Also, it's a lot of pressure,
Amex is the way to your heart. You know that.
Yeah, and an 850 credit score.
Get the fuck out of here with this. American Express card is the key to your heart.
Black,
I'm
black
not rolling.
American Express
That's
card. The heavy
absolutely
one.
a lie.
Shoot, what up?
That is not
That's true. That's very true.
That's not true at all.
Oh, it's true, motherfucker.
So listen, man.
It is not. No,
But
it
listen.
is not the dollars. The dollars is not ever going to keep me nowhere.
Damn. Oh, Bill Cosby.
Pill Cosby?
Yeah,
I like that.
Let's get into him. Pause.
Little
But,
Quaalude. Jello.
Right in the pudding. His and I don't even necessarily want to get into Bill Cosby per se, like his whole thing. Like I'm kind of like, I'm over it. Yeah, but it's like, all right, fuck, he's going
I'm
to
over
try.
it, and like
Right.
most of those women are
Are
like
lying.
in their fucking 50s,
And they're fucking lying.
And it's like you have so much vagina mileage, you don't even remember.
Talking
that
about
far.
40 years.
Right,
I
that's
can
what I'm
barely remember
saying.
last
Like,
week.
Your pussy mileage doesn't even count anymore
Yeah.
after a certain age. You should have been
And they
married.
don't even know.
But you still fucking.
And
So
they don't
now
even
you
know.
want to act like you want to take your life back, girl.
I'm glad I didn't even have to build this shit up. That's exactly how, on one end of it is that same shit. Like, what are we talking about? 1970? But he did do some wild shit, don't get me wrong.
Come on.
But I feel like,
But it was a wild time.
And it was consensual. You coming up to the hotel room
Yeah,
in the middle of the
that's
night. You
why
know
I
what the
kinda
fuck
Right,
wanna
so
is
can
going
I
on.
say something about
Sure,
this too?
please.
So I was in the studio with one of my friends the other day, and I make a point of it never to go, like, I will not be in a studio session with a whole bunch of dudes that are smoking and drinking and doing whatever they're doing, because that's not the type of environment that is safe for a woman.
I agree.
It's just not. And I got salty, like, why you have me sitting here for 2 hours? And I don't hang out in studios.
Sure.
But the girls who do that, like, if you're going to go to somebody's hotel room, what you think they want you there for? Because they want to show you the towels? They want you to try on the robe? It's not that nice. We could do it another time, FaceTime me.
especially at the La Quinta,
They're
whatever
not-
that shit is. It wasn't.
That's a motel. I don't go to motels.
But so you think it was like, yo, you put.
But
yourself,
it's like, girl,
yourself.
you was in there trying to do a little extra something to get whatever you wanted, and then when he had the plan before you got to implement your plan, now you salty that he took the pussy and you didn't get to give it to him in exchange for something else. That's just how I feel.
There you go. I think that's why I say I'm kind of exhausted with it. I think that's pretty much where.
That's enough already.
Yeah,
like,
facts,
not for
facts.
nothing. He was very powerful in the media. He had a lot of fame. You bitches slid the panties down for a reason. Either for a check, or for a role, or for some type of notoriety. Like,
I like that we have a interesting dynamic here because I want us to chime in on this. That, like, what is it? How can you talk to like the NDA? Like, if you sign some shit, even with the Stormy Daniels shit, right, with Donald Trump, and I don't want to get into that. But if you signed the NDA, right? So you knew at the time it was like, yo, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do whatever, we're gonna fuck. She obviously knew they know they're married, right? You signed the NDA in 2006. How do you get to come back and be like, oh, actually, no, you know what? I regret that, and I
think the NDA should be illegal.
What you mean?
I think if you gonna do the shit and you gangster enough to do it, then fucking do it. The like non-disclosure agreement, guess what? I was there. So what if I fuck you and the dick wasn't worth it? I'm salty.
And
I signed the NDA. Guess what? I'm gonna say something. And
really?
there's NDAs
wow.
I mean, I would never sign an NDA.
No, I know what you mean. I know what you mean.
That's not
I'm
my
rolling.
steez, but I'm just saying, like you don't know what's gonna happen. Like, you signing an NDA beforehand. I don't know what's gonna happen.
And then you get 3 minutes of dick.
Right.
and now you like, don't tell anybody.
That's this big and this skinny, and like it didn't even really enter past the outer labia.
Yo, if I really like, say, imagine you had a woman sign an NDA.
I think
you move on with your
NDAs
life,
in general
10 years
should
later,
be.
then she
I
hits
think
you,
that
like.
NDAs in general are just stupid. Like they make you do that with like certain type of like settlements.
I think they're completely appropriate. Like, if I'm, cheating on my wife, or I'm fucking
then you ain't gangster enough to cheat on her because you ain't got it like that at home.
But that's the point of. I think that's
then you shouldn't be cheating.
But like, it's a contract.
But look, the woman's only looking for money anyway. So
right.
If I sign a non-disclosure agreement with you, I'll pay you the fucking money. Keep your mouth shut and get the fuck out of my life so I can move on to the next broad who I'm cheating on my wife with.
Right. But that's what I'm saying. Like, if you sign an NDA, like, how do you get to keep the money and then like do that?
Yeah,
like,
but sometimes, like, for example, there's NDAs in like when you get a settlement for like sexual harassment.
Yeah.
So at the time, you have no choice.
Harvey Weinstein, yeah.
Yeah, but at the time, you have no choice because my choice is I sign this NDA and take your, couple of shekels.
Yeah.
Or like use
words.
No, it's not. Sometimes it's like 10,000.
Okay.
And lose my job.
That's a deal you made.
But that's,
or
I'm rolling. Go ahead.
Or you go to federal court and have whoever it is that has more money and more power smear your name and ruin your life. So you don't have a choice in real life. Yeah. And then later on, it's haunting you. Like, there's other women who are going through this.
So what? You should come out and be like, oh, this happened to me 20 years ago. You signed that fucking agreement, you keep your mouth shut and take the money.
No. So I think that, how could you tell me what the fuck I could talk about when that's my situation?
You signed an agreement. It's a legally binding
agreement
contract.
my ass.
It's legally binding.
But that's why I think they should be illegal. I think it should be illegal. If you gonna do what you gonna do, then you better do it in the light.
I think you kind of want your cake and eat it too. See, when I was rolling, but I do agree. Like, if you, like, how you gonna make me not say say anything if there's other women? So that part,
like,
I do.
I can never speak my truth. So then I can never get it off my chest. Like, this is what I've been through. And
if you didn't take the money, right? That's what I was gonna say. That's where I
take the money and sign the agreement.
Then don't take the money.
So then you have to lose your job.
So then lose it. If you really that's why I say
if it means that much.
If you're that gangster, like, you gotta tell, it's like.
Why do you have to
Are
tell?
you really with the shits or not? Do you want? You know what I'm saying?
Why do you feel so compelled to tell?
If you're gonna like lose your job because somebody's trying to fuck you, because your boss is trying to sleep with you, and,
well, in that
harasses
situation,
you every single day.
Oh, let's pause. And that situation, I think that's a little bit different than what I was talking about. I was talking about cheating.
Right, but I mean, NDAs in general is like well, I'm going to pay you to keep your mouth shut. I'm going to stop paying you if you don't keep your mouth shut. But there shouldn't be an ability to keep a legally binding contract to do something that is immoral.
Okay. I think that makes sense.
Like, listen, if you have an agreement, but you can't have a contract. Like, you can't have and there's such a thing, there's a legal principle where, like, your hands have to be clean for them to, like, you can't be like, well, yeah, like, I can't sue you because you were supposed to pay me for weed. My hands are dirty.
Right. That's why.
So there's a legal principle like that.
I feel you. Facts.
So I feel like that legal principle should be applied in the same way to NDAs. Like, you trying to cheat on your wife.
Yeah.
I know.
Let the record be very clear. She's pointing at Gunsmoke The Don.
Yeah, we can't joke with Boe about that. Don't worry, I'm never going to disrespect you.
Like, boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
At the real Mrs. McCrimmon, I got you.
Nah, I'm just fucking around. Go ahead. So
no, but let's just
Gunsmoke The
say
Don, that would be very clear.
You're cheating on your wife. I know you're cheating on your wife.
Yeah.
And you're like, so you don't want to be a whore, and I don't want to be a cheater. I'm going to pay you this money to keep your mouth shut. The day you stop it, I'm going to stop paying you. That's an agreement. Okay. But to have a legally binding contract about my pussy.
Nah, but you know what?
That's legal blackmail.
That kind of made sense. A little bit. Because I wasn't rolling, but now I'm rolling. This is why this is fucked up. Now I'm glad I brought it up. Because in a way, the NDA is kind of like reverse, a pre-blackmail insurance. Basically, no? Am I saying that right?
It's like, look, you're gonna blackmail me. Take the fucking money.
Like a front end, please don't blackmail me, right?
Yeah.
So that's why I said. But then that's where it's tricky. Like, okay, you took the money, but now that's where it flips.
But then it's like, if you want to talk, I'm gonna stop giving you money. You be the whore, I be the cheater, and we could call it a day.
If it was a payment plan,
you could keep getting this bread, and we could just live happily ever after. I might call you and increase your payments.
All you care about is the fucking money, man. That's all I hear is payments. That's all I hear.
But that's the
NDA is.
Right, that's what I was going to say. NDA is about the fucking payment.
I would never be paid for sex.
Wow, that's crazy.
That shit is priceless.
You wouldn't pay for sex?
Get paid.
Oh, I was going to say, because women pay for sex. I don't know.
I definitely would never pay for sex.
Women pay for sex.
I always said that too, but I'm getting pretty desperate now. I'm thinking, you know what? If I could find a hooker and I know I'm not going to get arrested for it.
Yeah,
just go to the strip club.
Yeah? I feel like that's the worst place to go.
I was gonna
$200.
Oh, fuck. Damn.
Listen, I've done some risky shit in my life.
$200.
Well, maybe like 50.
The
50?
stripper.
Yeah,
you don't want to fuck a $50 prostitute.
Come on, man.
No, you want to pay the $200.
You're gonna go home with a gift that keep on giving.
That's what I'm saying. You don't want to pay a $50 prostitute. I wouldn't even let you. Wait, are you really feeling like you might pull the trigger? I was like, oh shit, this is gonna be good.
I mean, the opportunity presented itself and I had the money. But
I paid.
Yeah, why not?
Let
me see some strange.
When you say prostitute, is weird. I like to refer to them as escorts.
Okay. So you've paid escorts before?
Yeah. Just because I was we was in Atlantic City, you know what I'm saying? I was just like,
who was you with?
I was gonna say I won't bring on the whole crew. I'll just take it. I was about to snitch too. No. Who?
E?
No.
Snag?
No, I don't think I would go to Atlantic City with definitely not with them niggas. But when I was like, do I try to meet these women at a bar? Or do I just
get a guarantee?
Give a guarantee 200.
Either way, you're spending money. Either way,
I swear that was my rationale. Like, if I could just we going. I know, like, I ain't even gonna need the whole hour. I'm gonna get this shit done in 8 minutes. But it was the point that it was like, yo, I don't have to schmooze. I was like, actually,
that's true.
I mean, that's the point, and that's why I wasn't like. Well, I didn't like the term prostitute. It wasn't like I was pulling up in a Buick, like, yo, what's up? Where you going? You don't want to head around the corner.
Yeah.
Like, when she was in a casino, like, what's up?
That might be like a fun role-playing game, though, in one time,
You
pick up your wife around the corner, like, hey.
I actually think that's important.
And then get a BJ, like 2 blocks away from now.
Give her some money, too.
Imagine that's the one time you get arrested for prostitution. And
it's with your wife.
You was fucking around with your wife.
And you like, no, that's my girl.
This is my wife. They're like, yeah, pal, heard that all before.
Yeah,
Put the fucking cuffs on yourself. But, and I'm glad you said everything was about a check. Because isn't that really what it always comes down to?
For women, yes. It's all about the money.
I think with life, though.
No, because let me tell you, there have been
go.
men that have tried to be gold diggers on me.
That's why I said
and they identify me like, oh, she got the bag, she got a nice crib, she got a nice car, she have all of this stuff. Like,
so
I'm no, I do not.
Got what?
I said she lets him drive her car.
And
to pick you up from
then
work.
they think like, oh, this is about to be my come up.
No.
And then it
pan
doesn't
out.
work that way. But like guys be really trying to be hoes too.
I mean,
Well,
but that,
guys are hoes by nature. I mean,
if it's an
we gotta
option
plant
for
our
you.
seed, man. We gotta mate and consummate our fucking loins.
No, I'm not talking about being promiscuous. I'm talking about being a hoe. Tricks and hoes.
but I think we talked about like credit scores, and we had
here we go.
we were all over the place last week. I think we should have like not now, but I'm saying like in the future, I think we should have like a financial literacy episode.
Was
but
it CNBC?
No, but our way how we do
Yeah,
things.
yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Because I think there's a lot of shit we just fucking talked about an NDA for a half an hour. Like I think there's a good talk that I'd like to have, which we'll get into after.
No, I agree.
But I think it always comes down. Everything comes down to like, what do people do shit for? The love? No, nothing to do for the love.
Some things have been done for love.
You know what's
True.
And I said
Those
this.
whalers and shit.
I said
That's not
well.
true. I feel like in real life, I know you say marry the first time for money, the second time for love.
yo
but
two
That's true. I like
yo
that.
no bullshit.
Yeah.
2 women told me that in like a month, and over the course of 5 years, 4 women told me that shit.
I could never
and I was
picture.
like, bro,
like,
when they said it, I was like, wow.
Because this way you get the divorce, and then you get the fucking alimony money
Yo.
for that motherfucking big
no,
child
you can
support.
no.
See, I
The
didn't
have to go to the
alimony.
guy you
No,
love.
the alimony stops when you get remarried.
Oh, true. So she
Yeah.
didn't need to marry the motherfucker. She just milked
Listen,
the motherfucker.
but it wasn't even but you got it though. The concept of that shit was
Yeah.
like, I was like, oh. I was like, damn, this world is fucked up. Like,
I don't believe in that. Like, I don't think I could wake up every day next to
Samara,
someone
stop.
that I don't love. I
Please.
really
Stop.
don't.
Stop. You
he's
not
giving
dead
you
ass. Like,
I'm dead serious.
why do you make me do this to you? You do. Don't tell me like everybody has a number. So there's a
No, we have
number.
this kind
Nope,
of-
nope, because you know who. That rich billionaire
Oh,
white man
facts.
who offered me a bag.
Wait. I thought. In my head, I had it like you not propositioned him. I don't want to use that term. But
No.
In my head, I thought it was like, no, there's a number. Like in my brain.
No, definitely
maybe-
not.
yo,
that
maybe-
conversation definitely
So
never
For
happens.
that human, there's
For that
no numbers.
human, there is, and that human that we know,
No.
he has
Probably
billions,
about $1 billion.
billions of
Zuckerberg?
dollars, right?
No, and this is
and I was appalled. Like, are you
Bloomberg?
crazy?
Bloomberg trying to give you some dick?
No. Not for nothing. Bloomberg would have probably had a better chance than this dude.
That's fucked up.
And
Yo,
and
There's not
I
too
was,
many out there.
I
So.
think
was
he may not have been
appalled.
aggressive enough.
No,
I think if you
no.
Go, if you
It's
sign,
that you look at him and you want to throw up.
A billionaire, huh?
True,
Owner
I
of the
guess.
Knicks? That guy that was racist? That guy?
I'll
No.
never snitch. I'll tell
You're
you.
gonna
I'll
snitch.
tell
It's
you
Mark
Mike,
Zuckerberg.
I'll tell you right after I turn that
Mark
shit off. I'll tell you
Zuckerberg.
that. I'll show you a picture of him.
That's
actually.
like a secret conversation. But the
Nah, for
truth
real,
is
there was no
that
number.
there was no number.
Wow.
I didn't even get into a numbers conversation with him. I gagged like.
I think
can sue
if
him
he
for
wrote
sexual
you a check
harassment.
for like 30 mil. Listen, just
I don't want to check. It would have to be in cash.
If he had you a
I'm not
fucking
paying
one of these
taxes.
goddamn Tupperware things full of $100 bills, and he was like, in each of these there are $10 million, but I'll
Nice.
give them to you every 10 years.
No.
No.
I want the money every year. 10
I'm saying
million
like
a year.
he'll give you 10 million. Then
Look,
in the
everyone
next 10,
has a price for like
But no.
they would give up
Okay.
the pussy for it. You know what I mean?
I kind of feel like I believe you because you didn't budge on your point. But I
still
think
was,
about that
I
dude's
didn't even,
breath, and I think I'd be like, yeah,
right,
I
you
wouldn't
think
deal with
about
that
his
shit every
breath,
morning
that he
either. Like,
stinks, he doesn't change his clothes,
Leave
I
him
don't know
alone.
if
He's
he
a billionaire. He
showers.
doesn't have to do that.
That's
That's
why
his
I
thing.
give him a pass. That's the fucked up shit.
Right.
I really give him a
Billionaire,
pass.
bitch.
Like, you know
And
what?
let
The
me
breath
tell
be
you,
smelling,
Yeah.
but you're a
while
billionaire.
me-
I fuck with you.
Right, but while me and I was appalled by it, there's gonna be
I
a
hope he hears this and texts you.
bad bitch
Who's willing to do it?
who is willing to do it. Who's like, "Psh, I'm getting to the
Of
bag.
course,
I done
hell
been
yeah.
through too much with these bum motherfuckers that I'm trying to get my coins. And that's fine. That's not for me
What
personally.
about you, Gunsmoke?
I wouldn't do
You
it.
shouldn't.
We already know.
Yeah, he's like, I'll do it for
I'm taking that
$36
money.
right
Yeah.
now.
Give me
5
$20,000.
G's, I'm in.
That would solve some problems. Million's a nice number for me. $1 million after taxes. Just give it to me, man. Just give it to me. That's it.
That's hilarious, man. I mean, but see,
Yeah, good hygiene, a great heart, and good
stop.
morals.
These
Bullshit,
people
man.
lie in your Instagram feed. They
Sounds
sit
like they
here
watch
and
too much
fucking
Notebook.
lie. Yeah, that's what
bullshit.
I'm saying. Like, that's not true.
Fairy tale love.
They gotta
Bullshit.
have a job.
That's
Oh God! And then what about the 850 fucking credit score? What about that?
You guys made up.
If they don't have an 850 credit score or better, they ain't fucking with this.
850 is the highest. How could they have a better? That
it goes
definitely
up.
We
didn't
talked
say
about.
that.
I thought it went up to 900, but I think that's
No.
I think it's 850. She's right.
Yeah, no, I thought it too. But see, we talked about it earlier briefly with Logic, right? So after when I watched that documentary, I knew that Logic was getting a divorce before that, but I don't really pay attention to the guy. But I watched the documentary, and he was still happily married in the documentary, and I was like, like I got to watch it.
Oh, I did hear about this.
It was some weird moments in that, and I don't know. I don't know shit about Logic. I don't know shit about the marriage. I looked at the girl's Instagram, the woman's Instagram.
Oh, she was hot.
I don't
She was
remember.
cute.
I don't remember her name.
Too cute for him.
Andrea Jenner, Janae, or some weird shit. I forget. Whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But I watched it, and I don't fucking know them personally, but it was like weird to see the dynamic. I felt like in that window, the energy and you guys can go check out the documentary Rapture. I don't make any money off it, but just to see what I'm talking about.
Still not interested.
I think her energy was a little weird. Like he bought her a G-Wagon, like boom, this, and she was like, "Oh, you didn't have to do that." Like, and she was like, "Oh no, that's crazy." Like, thanks. Like, and it was a weird.
She didn't even give him head in the front seat of it, like.
Yo, in the weird shit, I was like, yo, and just what I was feeling from it is like, yo, she's not even. The energy is not weird because the cameras are here. She's dead ass. Like, she's not invested. And I was like, wow, that's weird I wonder if she held on for a while until he made it and then whatever, or she was really like, it just happened. And I don't know what's going to happen with their divorce. I know he just got $30 million from fucking Def Jam, whoever
Really?
Yeah, but if they're legally separated before he got that check, she has no claim to it.
You know what's crazy? He seems like a nice enough dude that he would give it to her. Like, here, you deserve this.
He's
like,
giving her something.
But I think that's why it was crazy that, they're always, money is good, the idea of it is good, until you get that shit. Like, the idea of, like, oh, yeah, you'll be with a billionaire for $30 million, until, like, 3 months go by and you're like, oh, this is true.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Like, you have to wake up with this person every single day. Or have children with this person, like be intimate with this person that you're like not even like attracted to. You don't even really like them. Then you notice they chew weird, or they have boogers in their nose, or like why don't you trim that your nose hairs or ear hairs? Like they're just things that like when you love somebody. Like, you'll be like, oh my God, come here. You have like a booger in your nose. Like, because you love them. Yeah, okay. But then it's like another person that you have no emotional connection to.
Them.
It like to wake up. I mean, I don't know. I've never been through it. But like, I couldn't imagine going through it. Because like, I mean, the people I love get on my nerves every 3 seconds. So like, I couldn't imagine somebody I didn't love and I felt like I had to stay there for a check. Like, I grew up with money my whole life. I've never been broke. I'm very blessed, but I'm saying that's why that's not my morals, because it's like, it's not like I need to do that to live a good life. I've lived a very good life.
Do you think you could, like, say you were on the other end of the 30 mil, and it was a woman you knew kind of didn't like you. Yeah. Like, would you still be like, as long as she takes this check, this is going.
Yep.
Like,
well, yeah, if I want to fuck you, I don't give a fuck how you feel about me. Take this money if you want it.
You know what? They made those sex robots just for you.
I'm sure they did.
It may be honest.
The guy who invented it is...
I'd buy the fucking thing. I get 2 of them. Have a menage. Fucking... have a good old time.
You're a sicko. That's hilarious. But, I respect it. And I like it. I wonder how like escorts do it. Like, how could you... I mean,
but that's a thing. That's an hour or 2 hours or 3 hours.
But
that's like, I just got to get
worse.
through the night.
But they got to do that shit 10, 20 times over.
Yeah.
In a weekend. So I think that may be, that may get a little tricky. But that's another conversation for another day.
For another day.
I love you guys.
I love you
sure?
too, Bob.
What? I don't know. Do you really love us?
No, I just
You
say that for the
motherfucker.
camera. The
I
second
know.
I'm a Joe Jackson, you niggas. The second I turn this shit off.
Devil is a lie.
No, seriously. Gunsmoke The Don.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Samara Foxx. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank everybody.
Listeners, thank you guys for subscribing.
Thank you.
Every week.
If you haven't already, press subscribe.
That's
yeah, please do.
And go get on our social media. I'll put it in the show notes, so you can join in on the show as it happens on Thirsty Thursdays.
Join the
What's today? I don't even know
conversation.
what the fuck today is. Have a day you deserve. We're out.
Friday.
Listeners, if you're listening in the podcast app, I need you to go rate this. So make sure you search King Boe Christ or search by the podcast name. I say that to say this. Leave a 5-star rating. I don't know, a goat emoji or something, some nice words, and hit send. I appreciate you listening. Thank you.